Hey guys, it's Marilyn. I'm back today for another reading, and I hope you're all doing well. It certainly has been a while, so take a look at these piles and see if any of them draw you. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And this reading will be kind of a time lapse for you. First, we will have 3 cards telling your past, present, and potential future energy, and then we will have a couple of cards that might assist you on that journey with some information about what may assist you on the journey. If you are not drawn to any of the piles, then probably this reading is not for you. I only have got 3 of them, so it's impossible that they will resonate for everybody. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so group number 1. Okay, we will leave this on the side for now. So for your recent past, or the energy you're kind of coming out of, we have the Ace of Cups. For the current energy, we got Justice in reverse. And for the most likely outcome or where you're headed, we got the Ace of Wands. Okay. This feels very good. I have to say that immediately because in the recent past we got the Ace of Cups, and I don't know why I'm getting this glare, but look how beautiful the card is. It's just saying a lot. It's saying that you've had some sort of an emotional awakening, or just like a realization, a feeling in your heart. You've had some kind of... This feels very much like, I mean, I don't know where you have been before you got into this energy, so it's kind of hard to say because of it, but it feels like that energy, like when you just like wake up in the morning and you're like, like I just, I feel like something good is coming. I feel like good things can happen for me. I feel like there may be hope for me to experience the things I desire, that kind of thing I'm getting from this. So that this is like the recent past, or it'll be different for different people, but it's kind of past energy. In the current energy, we got Justice in reverse, which in this instance, I really see as kind of a bit of a confusion, I would say. Yeah, maybe even lack of clarity about something. Let me just look at this card a bit more. Let me look at it like this. Sorry. Well, let me try to sharpen it up for you as well. Well, I don't know. I'm really looking at the picture right now because we have here this person is looking into the distance, like they see something, they see where they're going, they got this clarity, this wisdom. So I don't think you really got clarity right now about what it is. Like, as the Ace of Cups says, you feel like good things are coming, but you're not exactly sure where they will be coming from. I feel like this already confused some of you, or made you feel a bit off. But anyway, the future energy is looking good. It's looking like a start of a passion, start of something, start of start of the journey that will fulfill you. So I see you getting out of this eventually. Not like it's a bad place to be, it's just you have this awakening and this feeling that good things are gonna happen, but you're not really seeing. Yeah, oh, okay, now I'm getting a way to say it. So the justice in reverse, your external life doesn't match this internal energy that you're feeling. So that's why that a bit of a mixed feeling here in the middle is in this present moment right now, because you have had this feeling of like, yeah, things are gonna work out. You know what I mean. I already explained it. And this justice in reverse is just saying that it's currently you're in the energy where you're feeling that, I don't know what could be some of the thoughts, maybe like, maybe that was just like a delusion, this feeling, whatever, because I don't see a way of, it doesn't have to be. It could be just for some of you that some of you have these thoughts. This doesn't feel negative. This group feels really good, but just that, just not inability to see how exactly it will come about currently. That's current energy. But in the future, we definitely have a start of something, start of a project, start of something passionate, something that you will be able to keep investing in, and just like, you see, it's big, it's a big project, it's a passionate, creative project, it's something that will, spark you up in a way. Okay, and for the extra card, we have, this card should be telling us what you can do currently to ensure that the best possible outcome for yourself. Just like a little side note, we have death. So with this, I'm kind of feeling it's a okay, so with this justice in reverse, you don't have to know exactly. I mean, maybe you're not supposed to even know at this time what exactly this will be, but this is coming from what I see. So right now, the best thing you can do for your vibration, or however you would say it, best possible outcome, is to walk away from things that are not working. For things that this is not it, whether it's relationships, habits, whatever is no longer working. So that's kind of the advice here. Like, you don't have to know exactly what you really want to put all of your energy into and work on, but know which things aren't worth it for you. So just to consider that, and stop putting energy into what's not working for you. So kind of that's the advice here for the energy you're currently in. But this felt really good. I mean, I felt a lot of mixed emotions here. This could be a wide specter of things what this card here represents, but anyway, it's looking pretty good, and your advice here is pretty straightforward. I mean, I imagine this reading to be pretty short and straightforward, so I hope you got something out of it. That's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you guys are doing good. I just kind of also wanted to see where you're at, so see you another time. Okay, pile number 2, let's see what you got. I will leave these 2 cards on the side for now, so we can just look into. Okay, so the energy that you're coming out of, or we could say recent past, is 9 of Swords in reverse. The current energy is 2 of Wands in reverse. And the future, most likely outcome or potential, is the Tower in reverse. So you got all 3 cards in reverse, but don't panic, it's not a bad thing. I feel kind of good about this as well. I feel good about the first pile. I feel good about this one too. I really like the people I'm channeling this for. It's usually very, I don't know, relatable. So, for the first card that tells about your recent past, this feels really big. This feels like you've defeated some kind of you broke some pattern in yourself. You had some revelation, some type of awakening. In terms of, habits or things you've been doing or patterns you've been perpetuating that weren't serving you, that were like a burden to you, burdening you, putting your life in some chaos. You see all of these swords, and you see when you look at this card like this, it's all of these worries, and overthinking and just feeling very small, feeling very helpless. Whatever energy that you can relate to from kind of that vibrational state, that's what you kind of broke out of, and that's really amazing. That's the energy you're coming out of, by the way. So congratulations, really. That's really great. That's really something special. Okay, so for the current energy, we have Two of Wands in reverse. It's strange because this pile also has some type of similarity to the first pile, but it's not at all same scenarios. Because their first card was also some type of an awakening, but different kind, and their second card was also some kind of indecision, but also a different kind, more of a confusion. But this is clear indecision. Actually, I think I might actually clarify this because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about this. Okay, let me just get one card to kind of give me a hint of how to really talk about this energy. Okay, can I get one card, just one card as a hint for what's about this current energy? Just some more information, anything that will help me too. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. I will not be reading these explanations in reverse, but anyway, I think in this case it doesn't really matter because it's it's the indecision. So indecision is about I feel indecision is about stability. Okay, so you've got out of these blockages, like you got out of this energy where you're like feeling very small and like in some way. This will be different for every person that is watching this. I hope that is clear, but this is any energy that was blocking you from actually achieving something because you didn't think in some way that you deserved it. So that's what this here is for. And this just is telling me that the indecision that you have here in particular is about, okay, now I know I'm capable. Okay, but capable for what? Where should I go with this, new ability to create or whatever? And you want to create abundance in your life, you want to create stability, and that's what this is telling about. I see this card in this instance as just abundance. And the future, okay, I will leave this here. So, And the most likely future outcome for you is the Tower in reverse. So I feel like eventually you're gonna have to make some kind of a choice here. Or, even if you don't choose, that's also a choice, and then life will lead you into some direction. So that's also a choice. So even if you don't choose, it's a choice. So this energy is inevitable, which once you choose something, the chaos will stop. The chaotic, like I feel like you feel like your life up until this point, or for a long time already, has been in sort of a like a roller coaster ride, very chaotic, and you're like, is this gonna be forever? When you make a decision about how you wanna create your abundance, what is abundance for you, how you wanna create that in your life, that will stop. I see it as a peaceful times are ahead. Peaceful times are ahead for you. But I mean, we always have something going on. The life is full of contrasts. One day you'll wake up, you'll feel not so peaceful. Other days you will. But this is just telling about the whole, the overall energy of your life. If you felt like recently your overall energy in life has been chaotic, this will be kind of the opposite of that. And the two cards we have to to help you out. So these two cards will help you from your current energy create the best outcome, or the highest vibrational outcome from yourself. And we have Spell Manifestation and Feminine Lady Goddess. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. It switches Wisdom Oracle. So I basically see this as, this one is an advice to kind of, in this period of deciding, think of how these things make you feel, how these options make you feel. Really tune into your feelings and feel out each option and see, see what feels better for you. How do you want to feel? Make the focus on how you want to feel, not on actual like, oh, I want to do specifically this or specifically that. Yeah, that will come at some point, but if you right now really don't know where to go, think about how you want to feel and do anything that works for you in terms of law of attraction and manifesting, like listen to inspiring stories, try to get inspired, or write down how you think of how you want to feel and then write it down, like I'm feeling. Whatever affirmations work for you. As you have probably heard somewhere, affirmations only work if you really kind of believe them already. If I really believe, for example, I have a big nose, and I want to have a small nose, writing down I have a small nose, it will not make my nose small. That's just like a really stupid example I just gave you to, like, if your mind recognizes your affirmation as bullshit, for example, I am happy and enjoy constantly 24 hours a day, and, actually are really anxious and miserable that day, it's not gonna quite work. Anyway, any kind of, visualizations, vision boards, anything that works for you, really. So that's your advice, and that's your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you got something out of it. Glad to do it, really. So I'll see you in another reading, group number 2. Bye. So group number 3, let's see what you got. I will leave this advice card on the side for now. So we have recent past, or the energy that you're coming out of is 2 of Cups in reverse. Current energy for you is Ten of Wands in reverse, and the most likely potential or future energy is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so it's clear kind of what happened here. So recent past, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, first obvious thing that comes to mind, breakup, but it doesn't have to be a breakup. For all of you, it doesn't have to be a breakup with a partner or something like that, but it is an emotional kind of... Something ended that was emotional to you, that you were attached to emotionally. Something ended, so that can be a lot of things. It's most likely person, people, but maybe it can be some activity as well. You know, I can't really put it in a box and say 100% this is it when it will be different. Sorry, that was my phone. When it will be different for different people. But definitely an ending of something quite emotional, and most likely it's a partnership with someone, but it really doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates. So whatever this was, it definitely ended, and in the current energy, I don't know how you thought you might feel ending this, because I only see this part of your story, and the story is like goes much wider than this table, and you know, I just have this as the recent energy, the recent past energy, but the current energy is the Ten of Wands in reverse, which however you felt about this ending before it happened, now that it did, you feel a relief. I mean, I don't have much else to say about this card apart from that you feel a major relief right now, and you know, you see how this was holding you back, whatever this was. So that's it. Good for you, really, good. All of these three groups today feel very good to me, and feel like development, and feel like something is really going on. You're working on something, which I'm really glad to see. And for the most likely future energy, future potential, or however you would say it, is the Nine of Wands. Now, this looks a bit scary, but at the same time, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it as scary. I'm feeling there's, you know, a bit of a potential here to be a little bit over protective of yourself, you know, to expect people to kind of to be a little not trusting. But I also see in this, like, if you look at his eyes, there's like clarity here. There's like, you know, oh, I'm nice and all, but you know, no bullshit, Will. You know, I don't play no games. I mean, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't know how to quite express sometimes what I'm thinking. But yeah, it's definitely new kind of awareness and being more careful. Being more careful of what you get attached to emotionally, what you let into your life. Nothing wrong with that, if you ask me. There's this, you know, slight potential that you might overdo it sometimes a little bit, but that's just, you know, a result of carrying this burden for a long time and being like, oh my god, really? I really did that? For the advice, how to get the best possible outcome or highest vibrational outcome for yourself from this current energy, we have altar, dedication, in reverse. Okay, so this is Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck, and it's quite, I don't know. Okay, so this is, I usually don't read these cards in reverse, but this one I did keep in reverse because this is, in this deck, this card would be like, altar, like the dedication, like you're putting something into it, you're creating something. If you see this pot in the background, you know, you got your emotions, your wishes, your physical life all are aligned with your, you know, what you wish to manifest. But seeing that it's coming in reverse, I'm seeing it as a warning for you to, I guess with this energy here, that's the most likely future outcome. Right now you feel a relief of a burden, and you don't ever want to be carrying a burden like that again. You know, give so much of yourself into something that's not ultimately good for you. You know, but here it's saying, here it's saying with this altar dedication in reverse is you don't have to worry about, you know, other people. You don't have to put any kind of barriers toward other people, but do have your own boundaries. Define yourself, what you want, what you wish, and then don't sacrifice that. So don't worry about other people, how they're doing, what they might do, will they trick you, not, or whatever this may be. You don't need to put barriers towards people, but you do need boundaries. Boundary is a definition of who you are. You know, I like chocolate instead of cookies, that's my boundary. A teal swan talks a lot about boundaries, so you might want to check that out, or just you know, and it's just saying that don't sacrifice. If you want to live in Tokyo, but you meet someone and they want to live in London, I'm really good with these stupid examples today, but you're going to live in Tokyo. If your future is in Tokyo, you're going there. So, you know, whatever works best for you, don't sacrifice your wishes or your desires, because that's what this burden was. Something was sacrificed for this relationship to work. And the reason you felt relief when it ended, because you were sacrificing something here. So there's no need to be, yeah, it's always good to be observant. It's always good to be careful in a sense, but you know, don't put barriers, don't overdo it, because, you know, something good will also come your way, but just beware of self-sacrificing is the only thing this advice is here. So that's what I have for you, group number 3. I really hope this resonated for you and that you got something out of it, and it's nice to kind of see where you guys are at. So thank you for watching. I'll see you another time.